Okay. All right, everybody. Like I said, this is Thomas, and this is the latest episode of the KAANP. That is the Knoxville Area Artist Network and Platform podcast thing. And today, we're actually somewhere I've never been or recorded a podcast in. We are in Cherokee Caverns right now, and we're here with Andrew. Andrew, why are we here?
Well, I guess we're going to shoot the breeze about this.
Yeah, let's shoot the breeze. Yeah. What are you doing in here?
Talk about music. I want to talk a lot about music.
We can talk a lot about music.
But I want to talk a lot about the event. So we're putting on an event here called Gatherin the Cavern. Gatherin. I mostly named it that, I think, to like fuck with people from the north. If we can eventually grow this thing to where people from New York are coming.
Well, the Mason-Dixon line's not too far away.
That's true.
I think we can get at least a few.
Yeah. Gathering in the Cavern. So we're going to have 5 bands play September 5th. And it's mostly the genres are pretty tight right now. Psychedelic rock, psychedelic funk. My band's actually playing. We're more improv, electronic dance music. There's a band Yodo. You familiar with Yodo?
Yeah,
So
I've heard everybody on the list. Yeah,
dude, I think that's a big inspiration for me. That how they do their improv. I mean, ours is more like, so Brandel, our guitarist, he's a big Widespread Panic guy. I'm a big Fish guy, our keyboardist. So we bring a lot more jam-tronica to our sound, but it's all improv, electronic dance music. Got mostly local acts, one regional act. They're the headliners, Auspicious GoldenFish. They're a psychedelic funk band, and I came across them through social media and just reached out to them randomly, man. And their lead guitarist, Jamie, super nice guy. They're really good artists. He played for a band called the Fritz, and they were pretty popular, but Asheville band,
yeah.
all instrumental, got that jam band vibe, but also have a little bit of Sound Tribe vibe too, and they should be really killer.
So that would be perfect for somewhere like this, as we sit in a cave. And I don't know if people caught it on the name of the venue we dropped here, but like we are sitting amongst rock formations that are how old right now? And we're definitely underground. There's drips everywhere. We might be able to catch it on
They call
microphone.
those cave kisses.
Cave kisses. I've been underground a lot, so I guess I get kissed a lot by caves.
Yeah.
This I've never recorded in a cave, and I'm really curious how this is going to sound. And I'm really excited to hear some live music in here, especially if it's kind of jazzy and psychedelic.
Yeah.
That sounds like a great old time to me.
Yeah, it's going to be good, man.
You say like random question to strangers on the internet. Hell, that's usually how this show happens.
I know.
It's like I reach out to people online and they're like, oh, yeah, that sounds great. I'll come talk about my stuff. And then like a month later, we talk about their stuff, and you know, kind strangers on the internet say yes when you ask them polite questions.
Well, I'm glad you said yes.
Hey,
that's pretty cool, man.
Well, like I was telling you earlier, I really enjoy doing this in weird places, and I have yet to do any of this underground, so I really couldn't pass it up. So thank you for sending a kind question to a stranger on the internet.
Thank you for responding kindly.
You are most welcome. It's good to be here. Good to do this. Let's talk about the list. Who is going to be performing here?
All right. My band, Doug Safari, or our band. That's kind of how I formed this thing. So our guitarist, Brandel, and we have a keyboardist, Ben. He's our guy. He lives in Nashville. Brandel's in Memphis, but we all met in college.
College is real good for that.
I know, man. We all went to UT. It just actually how I met Brandel was crazy. I was out one night. It was after a Florida game. We were in some apartments there in the fort, and I just happened to hear live music, and I knew it was live music. It sounded recorded.
Right.
Go in, and I just knock on their door, and I'm like, hey, I play keys. Let's jam. And so he let me in, and
the rest is history.
Yeah, man, we've been tied ever since. But anyways, him and I played down here once. We're like, let's do a little recording down here, like a video. And we did it. And we're like, dude, we've got to throw a show down here. Like, it would be perfect. So it kind of started from that. And now it's kind of evolved into something like a bigger picture thing because it's such a special place. Oh, man, this place is really special.
I mean, it's the only kind of underground experience you're going to get in East Tennessee that is anything like this. I mean, you can walk in here, most days of the week?
Most days. They do. So the caverns themselves, the business themselves, they do movies once a month throughout the year. Their big thing is Christmas in the Cave, where they have Santa Claus sitting right where we're sitting. Nice. And the Grinch is back where the drip chamber is going to be. That's another stage we have for our event. And then Halloween in the Cave where they do trick or treat and stuff. So they've never done anything like this before. And my wife's uncle, so my uncle-in-law is close friends with the owners. I would say like property manager, general manager. So we come here a lot. And after Brandel and I played down here, I was like, man, let's do a show down here. So they've had bluegrass and opera, but they've never had like
funky stuff.
What we're bringing, a dance party. More, I'm thinking, when I think of a perfect lineup, it's like 2006 Bonnaroo, that era of Music Fest, all good at Marvin's Mountain.
Like 2007 Lollapalooza with Daft Punk, that kind of good stuff. I watched that set live the other day again. People with their point and shoot cameras in the crowd before cell phones were everywhere. I was like, simpler time.
I was thinking like making a rule about that. I fucking hate rules.
Well,
I fucking hate
no
rules.
service down here, so it's not
you can't do it. People can get shot. I want people to use their phones, right? But the beauty of this, they ain't gonna be able to be texting. Where are you at? It is kind of old, so it's a tight space though. So it won't be hard to find your buddy. But if you lose them and you're lost, it might be a little more challenging.
It's an adventure. Luckily, it's a loop.
Yeah, it is a loop.
That might be the saving grace there.
Yeah, and it's cool, man. People really need to come out to this because the owners, like I said, they had never done anything. So now they were iffy at first, but they're kind of coming on to it. They're really into the idea now.
I think you've got a really good context for your idea. You've got a tight lineup of artists that jive together, and I think the lineup you've got is going to be really good. We've not mentioned two other artists, so we said three. We got
I got sidetracked. Okay, so my band's playing Zachery. We've got Siren Sisters. We played a show down. You know the name Fly By Night.
Yeah, so you're
Fly By Night back in the spring, and there was this one person who happened to get a Instagram story of us and shared it with us, and I was like, "Oh, thank you so much. That was so nice of you." And she was really nice. And then later, my wife was like, "Hey, you should listen to these girls. It's two women that." They do it's like an acoustic sound bath type genre, but they're called Siren Sisters. She's like, listen to them, they're great. And I'm like, they are great. I should invite them out to play. Turned out to be that person that recorded us at that show. So I already had a bit of a connection, reached out to them. They were down to play. So it's Zachery, Siren Sisters, Rossdafareye, who's like a local Knoxville pretty much legend in my opinion.
He's established in the scene for sure.
He's so good. What he does, I don't know what it is about him, man. He's a really good musician, first off, and just has an aura that's pretty special. So I'm excited about him. So Rossdafareye, and then the headlining act, Auspicious GoldenFish. So, and then the Gavin Kattesh project, the Gavin Kattesh band.
Is that Analog Kid? Or did they? What's going on?
It's basically Analog Kid.
Okay.
But the Analog Kid's frontman was unfortunately going to be out of the country, so they aren't going to be able to join us. But it's everybody from Analog Kid with a different frontman, as I take it, Gavin Kattesh. And I've listened to some of their stuff. They're great. They'll be a really awesome addition. It's different from Analog Kid. Analog Kid's got that. I don't know if you've got a chance to listen to.
Yeah, they're like a techie psych rock kind of thing.
They're good, man. They are good.
I think I'm 1 degree removed from Gavin because he works with a buddy of mine at the shed.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's a world small there too.
Yeah, but they're different than Analog Kid, man. They're like more, from what I've heard, more. I don't know. I hate to compare anybody, but the first band that comes to mind is Grateful Dead type, a little more rootsy in that area than Analog Kid, but they'll be great.
I still think they all fit together. That lineup sounds like in the pocket for a space like this.
Yeah, me too.
Each other.
And dude, you were mentioning comedians earlier. Do you know Sam Kelly?
Maybe.
Comedian.
Maybe.
He's playing. Sam Kelly's going to do his stand-up, and he is hilarious.
All right,
good dude.
Good.
So I kind of knew him through the scene because back in my heyday before I turned into a dad and my boring job, I would follow fish around and look it up pretty good. But I met Sam in Denver when I lived in Denver, and he's a Knoxville guy. And when I reached out to Jamie, the guitarist from Auspicious GoldenFish, he's like, I know somebody from Knoxville, Sam Kelly. I was like, I know Sam too. I've never really hung out with Sam, but I've
you've seen him, been
at a
around.
bunch of shows throughout the country. So I hit him up and was like, hey, Jamie's playing.
So it sounds like you've traveled around and done enough to make enough connections happen to make this happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's probably the best thing going for it.
Yeah.
Like you've got fingers in all the pies that make this thing sort of go.
It is a weird, tight-knit community.
It's, man, the older I get, and especially in the creative circles that I run, I realize how small the world is. And I'm always trying to like pull the world closer together too. Like there are scenarios that I run into life and you're just like talking about things and you'll say a name and then the person on the other side of the table is like, what do you mean that name? and then your world shrinks and that person and that person knows the other person. And I feel like the smaller the room is, the more effective the creativity comes out of those people.
Yeah.
And one of the very specific privileges I have of doing this kind of thing is making the world really small for myself and other creative people in the region. Mm-hmm. And that is just a very specific type of delight that I take very seriously.
Yeah.
It's
cool,
a lot of fun.
That's awesome. I'm glad you found that.
Yeah.
It's tough to find that.
It really is a privilege. And I'm not going to sit here and say like this has ever been a chore, because it hasn't. There have been times where it's been hard to get out of the bed to go do the thing, but when is that not the case? But it's a very special kind of delight to make this media and connect people like that.
It's awesome.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I bet.
Which is what's going to happen with this show too, because anytime you get so many people in a room, like connections are going to form. Mm-hmm. And one of the reasons I named the podcast what it is because I wanted new things to happen when people met people. So, there have been people network that have been on the show together in my bigger like group outings that have went on to produce events and do stand up and art shows and all kinds of stuff. And it's been great. It's a really neat thing to watch.
It's awesome. And you're painting.
Yeah, I'll paint. I guess it's official now.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm down. We'll paint. I'll paint. It'll be great.
Shit, man. You don't have to.
No, I'm serious. I'm in.
We got to find a place to set you.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
What are you going to paint?
Well, I don't know. But I can do something earthy. And I'm working on a series of landscapes right now. I've got a moon painting in the works right now.
Nice.
I don't know if I'd call that a landscape, but the one I did before that was technically a landscape.
So you've done live show paintings before.
Yeah. I've got probably 30 shows under my belt right now.
Dude, I see them all the time. So my first festival was Bonnaroo 2007, and that's when I would see these people doing. Do you finish them in like one show, or do you just get like the base?
Well,
or is it different for everyone? How's that?
It's different for everyone. There are some pieces I've worked on across multiple shows, and then there are pieces that I've done start to finish at the show. But I usually always show up with the base coat of what I'm doing and then what I call the bones. So if I'm doing like the really trippy psychedelic pinstripey stuff that I like to do, then I'll have my rough forms like in pencil on the canvas. But if I'm going to paint something cavey inspired, then I'll just bring in a canvas that's been primed with probably like a dark brown or something and just work on top of that all freeform. Because if I'm going to be in a room full of organically formed everything, I don't want to walk in here with something that has a straight line on it. Mm-hmm. So I'll probably pass on the bones and just kind of put together whatever I can see works. And there's plenty of beautiful stuff in here to draw inspiration from. Like as we sit here, we can look 360 degrees and see, hundreds of thousands of years of nature doing its beautiful work. So there's all kinds of inspiration to be had with just your eyes. So I will do something that matches the room.
That's cool.
If I had to guess.
Well, I'm excited to see. What are you going to sell it after? What do you do with them?
So I do sell them if somebody wants to buy them, but it's never like, there's never a price tag on it before it's done, Mm-hmm. So if somebody is really intent to buy it, I'll say, hey, come find me at the end of the show. We'll talk about a price.
Well, I'm your guy. This is a big thing for me, man.
Oh,
I've never done anything like this before. Like I've never been put on. Actually, this is my first. I'm a rookie.
Well,
so, like if you do so, dude, I'll buy it.
Well,
it'll be a good thing.
We'll make something really cool, and you can hang it.
If you want to sell it, just hit me up first.
Well, please. Don't act like I'm above giving gifts, because 'Cause I like giving gifts.
Thank you. But yeah, no, you ain't lying, man. There's a lot of inspiration.
Yeah, there's
around here.
There's a lot of beautiful things in this room, and I think that's also a really cool thing. This experience versus other underground concert experiences that I've had is a lot more raw because I'm not going to sit here and name names of other underground experiences, but in East Tennessee the list is really short, and other spaces are a bit more manicured than this, a bit more sanitary, even being underground.
Yeah.
This particular environment, you are like exposed to the nature. There is a rail between you and something that took 500,000 years to come to life, and that facet of this experience is unlike anything else you're going to get anywhere.
It is. It's cool, man.
I mean, just the access to nature you have in this place, it's in your face. Yeah. And you can't say there are a lot of other venues, and I've been to hundreds of venues around the country where the nature is within arm's reach of the front row of the stage. It's just not how things normally go. So as far as doing unique things in unique spaces, you hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, well, I got like the owners of this place is really
well. That's part of the network part we were talking about.
Like, great people, Cherokee Caverns, great owners, man. They're such awesome people. So I'm really thankful to them for even taking the leap to. We knew each other, but I'm basically a stranger to them. So for them to be like, okay, we'll allow you to do it. So my connection, Jeremy, my uncle-in-law, he's got a great guy, got a sign business, like, killing it in life right now.
Yeah.
That was the connection, but yeah, I'm a stranger to them. They accepted, and it's important, man. It's a big deal.
Is Jeremy like within earshot? Where'd he go? Because we can get him here to drop some facts about the cave.
Dude,
Jeremy?
I heard the golf cart.
Yeah,
the path is just big enough for a golf cart. So if people are wondering who are listening, it's different than any other underground venue in that it's a loop. The biggest thing is you can take a golf cart through it.
Yeah, all the way around.
And the Cambrian period, that's what it is.
As we pull out our cheat sheets and look at the facts.
Late Cambrian period, 500 million years ago. So 1 cubic inch per 125 years is what these formations are growing. And I mean, dude, you and I were talking about it earlier when we were walking around. That one behind us, immediately
directly over our shoulders, like 30 feet that way.
You're a big dude. You're bigger than me.
Well, I mean, that's still at least both of us standing side by side.
But you're a big dude. You're bigger than me.
I mean, 6'4" and stuff.
Look, it's hard for me to be like, the man's bigger than me. Dude, I wouldn't want to fuck around with you.
Well, listen, we're both above average size human beings.
No. You.
People don't mess with us. What are you talking
about? But that fucking thing is big, nonetheless. So, I mean, we're talking 300 million years. I mean, it formed 500 million years. And you get some nature shit at other events. One of the ones that comes to my mind is I was mentioned earlier, All Good at Marvin's Mountaintop.
Yeah.
Those old West Virginia mountains, but it's different, man. And I think if people come to this event, it will be an event. They will see a concert in a place that they've never seen. I have seen a lot of shows. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but like throughout the country, but the Gorge was beautiful. Yeah. Red Rocks is fucking fantastic.
Red Rocks is fantastic.
It's just the caverns in Pelham, everywhere around. There's these nationally recognized venues, but this is a little more tight knit, a little more.
This
intimate.
This is the local vibe.
Yeah,
because I feel like this is a regional attraction, but I feel like most of the people that are patrons of this establishment are folks that come here multiple times a year, live within 100 miles.
Yeah. A lot of people though for those movies that they do. I mean, they'll have people come down from wherever, California, Northeast, and they're like, we came down here specifically to watch a movie, and
that's awesome.
So it does get, but the crazy. You said you moved here in 2006?
2011, yeah.
To Knoxville?
Yeah, I turned 21 in Knoxville, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where'd you move from?
Hancock County, buddy, if you know where that's at.
Dude, I've heard. I mean, everybody's heard Hancock County, but I've never been there.
I am, yeah, that's me, buddy.
Why'd you move to Knoxville?
I got out of a small town that would kill me. That's what it was. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But I mean, that being said, that set me up for like having a real good frame for what life is and isn't. And I got out, and it's, there's nothing for a young person to do there unless you're like taking over the family farm or driving 45 minutes out of the county to go participate in industry and commerce as your day job. So, a 20-year-old that wants to live a more, let's say, hedonistic and creative life had to get out of there.
Yeah.
So I did.
It was a good time to move to Knoxville too.
Yeah, 2011.
Did you get to catch sundown any? Sundown?
Yeah. Well, I frequent Knoxville before then. Like, I have family here, so I grew up in and out. Traveled here a lot. I spent my summers here a lot. So yeah, I caught a lot of public intoxication at sundown in the city.
It was a scary place to drink when you was underage.
Dude. I'll tell on myself right here. There was a spot in the old city, and I miss it dearly. It was the Night Out Cafe, and they were a farm to table dinner and late night establishment. So it was like an industry spot, and they had a court fee, so you could BYOB. So my ass, I just walked in there, 19 years old, big fat liter of Jack Daniels, and passed it around with everybody I had at the table. So it was a good spot for me.
Where was that at?
It was, where Red Panda, I think it was where Red Panda Grocery is now in the old city.
Gotcha.
So right there on that intersection. And, right there next to the Crown and Goose.
Yeah.
But man, all natural farm to table food, and it was the best.
Knoxville's a cool city.
Dude, if I could bring one restaurant back, it'd be that one.
That one.
But it closed. They started a catering company, so it's still out there somewhere, I think, but it's not like a brick and mortar you can go eat there.
I got you.
But that would be the spot, dude. It'd be 2 a.m. Whatever. I'd be out late night, goofing off, whatever, because can't get into much when you're 19, 20. You can get into plenty, but you're not walking or stumbling out of the bar at 2 a.m. to go eat here. But everybody that was stumbling out of the bar at 2 and 3 a.m. would go and eat there if they didn't get 8 out of food that day.
Nice.
So, you never knew what
there. That's crazy.
You never knew what you were going to see there.
Oh.
And, once they were out of food for the day, they just close up shop and go home because, what else are you going to do? They had everything they needed every day when they opened. And then when they were out of food,
that's cool.
Yeah, that's business for the day. And you know what? Bless them for running it that way.
Yeah.
Because they're killing it.
And that's a great introduction to Knoxville.
Yeah.
2011. So you've been here.
I moved here in 2011.
18 years.
I moved here March of 2011 and did a year and a half of school and said this sucks and graduated my accelerated program. And I've been running around doing creative stuff and selling glass and t-shirts and making signs and all kinds of stuff ever since. So, yeah.
I meet a lot of people doing that.
Man, I meet so many people.
Yeah.
My social circle is quite large.
Yeah. I've always frequented, we lived in the old city during COVID. So, I was always a Knoxville guy. I lived in LA for a while, Lake Tahoe, California, Northern California, Denver. I lived in West Virginia for a stint, traveled around, graduated from UT. But I've spent majority of my time in the downtown proper area and being in the music scene, going to the shows. And, you meet a lot of people. But I always got a drawback to Knoxville and the mountains here, man. There's something special about them.
Yeah, this place is a certain kind of home. And that makes a really unique living situation because even though half of the state or the county's population is within 500 miles of here, we can drive 30 minutes in any direction and be in the woods and think we are literally in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say. 15 years you've been in Knoxville, and this is your first time here
in this cave.
The cool thing about this event is man, a lot of people haven't been here, dude, and they need to come here because it's special. It's cool, especially if you're seeing some rockin' ass local guitarists.
Yeah, for sure.
Where you usually see them in
Market Square
places
or in Press Pub or something like that. You're going to see. Well, I know Rossdafareye. He's played a lot at Press Pub, and I've seen him at Press Pub, and he's rocked that house several times. So I'd be really excited to see him right here.
Me too.
Yeah, for sure.
Me too, man. I'm excited to see everybody. I'm excited. It'll be a good ass. It's going to be a good show, man.
Yeah.
And one of my biggest challenges with all of this, I think, because I've never done anything like this. So, funding, getting the money to hire people because you've got amazing musicians, artists. Dude, it's such a competitive world for people who are trying to keep it real in that aspect. Like you got AI now, and you got all this stuff. So you got some broke guy hitting you up, being like, "Hey, come play." I ain't got a lot of money. That's fucked up to say that to somebody. So you want to take care of these people, and I think that's one of the biggest challenges has been like taking care of the people that deserve the money that they're worth, but not having the money to give them. Anyways,
well,
I digress.
That's a constant friction, and it's one of those like, in what ways can I invest that helps people feel like they got what they needed? And I think first go events and stuff like that, when you're really trying to push something, you just have to accept that it's going to be a little bittersweet in ways. But when everything comes together and it makes a hell of an event, like I think this one's going to be, it makes that a lot easier to swallow.
Yeah. And this is first year, man. So like I thought this would be a one-off type thing, but I think the owners are getting more on board because I've mentioned it multiple times. Like, so next year, if you all want to, and they're like, yeah, we want to. So as long as it goes smooth, I really want to keep bringing these people back who are volunteering their time. Or like, I've got a lot of volunteers, a lot of great people who deserve a lot of money, but I can't give it to them. But what I can give them is that, man, this thing's going to grow. It's going to do well.
Well, that's one of the tricks to doing anything that involves anything. It's like, how do you create the vacuum? Yeah. How do you create the vacuum that consistently stays empty for people to put their time and energy into to make stuff like this happen? I mean, it's the same thing with the podcast, where it's just like, you make the space you wish to fill with what you're doing. You have to create that vacuum. You made or recognized the vacuum for that in here, and now that it's there, you see who is attracted to that vacuum. Yeah. So you got to make sure that the people that are really into the idea get what they need out of it, and then see what comes of it after that. And that's just the gravity of the situation. But that mix of what it could be and what you're trying to make it do are magic. And
thank you. I think so too, man. I really think it is. But hopefully these guys that I fucking should be paying more money than I am, God bless them. It's like they're going to be back next year.
That's where that spirit comes in and everybody's really enthused, Dude,
because I think that's like one of the biggest pulls is, I was talking to, we have a marketing director, Amy Harrell. Her and I were talking like, it's a small space. Well, we're going to be able to fit 250, 300 people max down here. So how do you grow? How do you compete against, how do you make this? Dude, that's the thing, is that like I read a thing where, I don't know if it was a TED talk or whatever. It's talking about like music festivals and big things just dying off. It's become so Walmart-like. I don't want that, man.
No.
Tickets are $15. I don't want to go high.
How could you corporatize this? It's insane to try and do that, because there's no need for it.
I'm gonna level with you. I could see it in the sense that like, so my dream, if you ask me right now, like who, if you could have one artist play Gatherin in the Cavern, who would it be? I don't know. Tom Petty's dead, so I can't do Tom Petty. That fucking sucks. I wish Tom was right. It would be Tom Petty, but
Tom Petty would be cool.
Man, Fish can't do it because they got their goddamn lights. They're crazy. But I would say, like, let's say Sturgill Simpson. Perfect. Or let's say Tyler Childers. Or let's say Billy Strings. Or let's say somebody from King Giz, or anybody. Like anybody in that realm of shit I love would be huge. So how do you get that? Well, I think people are kind of going back to that smaller, that tight knit.
You got to lean into the novelty. That's really the thing.
But you also got to pay them. So like, how do you do it? You go out and you say, hey, Food City, how about $40,000? Let's gather in the Cavern presented by Food City. I don't want to fucking do that. Tom Petty wouldn't fucking do that, man.
Well, you know what? Lots of people play in the Food City Center at Thompson Ball Arena and are happy to do that.
Yeah, so. And I can see it getting corporatized in that way, but the fucking, the roots, the heart, the
well, the sponsorship and the administrative stuff, it doesn't have to bleed over into the experience.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
A lot of events and a lot of places in general let that happen because they don't care to not let it happen. And that's really sad, because it's really easy to not let that happen. But, there's those advertising dollars and that attention economy stuff that people get really bent out of shape about. Yeah. So I think experiences like that are the perfect counter to things that are big and super corporate and sanitary.
Yeah.
There's nothing about this where we sit right now that is big or corporate or sanitary,
Yeah.
and that makes it perfect for what it is.
Yeah. Or the art that I hope to bring here, music.
Yeah, I mean, all original stuff from local and regional acts. Like,
Yeah.
you're not going to get the sanitized version of any of that work.
Yeah. And I want to keep that as core of the event. Like, even if we could get Sturgill to do one of his. Sturgill, if you're listening, please, guys.
If Sturgill listened to this, I would be so happy.
Blue skies, fucking please. But no, I mean, even if we had a bigger act that would do one of these, you know, special pop-up sets.
Yeah, and for them, that's a super niche special thing, because normally they're playing 20,000 people, 40,000 people, whatever the arena is, you know. And then it's like, hey, I'll put you underground in a room with 300 people, and you can play your heart out.
Dude, you gotta come just check it out.
Yeah.
Like, look at these. It's so sick, man. It's so cool. Especially some like Eastern Kentucky, Southern guys or Trey. If Trey wanted to come down, I mean, I'd be down for that.
You wouldn't tell him no.
I've heard Trey is like such a just genuine person. Like, just like one of the most, I have a lot of heroes, and Trey's in my top 5 just because of how easy it is for him to be a hero. Just how he talks to people, how he listens. Wow.
Well, I think that's the reflection of how many people don't mind to have him on stage with them is a really good reflection of how he carries himself, I think, because people aren't going to invite you up on stage if you're a fucking dick.
Yeah, that's true. And that guy ain't fucking dick. Man, I'm going crazy over here. I'm sorry. Let's get back to the point here. But yeah, I could see it. I could see it getting corporatized in a lot of ways as far as funding and sponsorship goes, which I don't know if that's a gray area, but I think funding has been a big challenge. So hopefully we can grow it off this first year.
Yeah, for sure.
Get people in. But I always want to keep it local, regional, in all the undercards. If we could turn this into a Friday, Saturday event and have 2 bigger names, if you will, and then tons of local acts able to share. Dude, there's some badass local musicians that
Knoxville is so creatively dense, it's kind of ridiculous. And that goes from music to sculpture to, you know, visual arts of all kinds. It's you could turn over most rocks inside county lines anywhere and find somebody that does 1 or 3 things that are crazy cool. And that's one of the bigger things I enjoy about living here. Just like, you never know who you're going to talk to, and you never know what they do. And I've had conversations with strangers around here that just blow my mind. And I've lived here for 15 years, and you'd think I've met most people. But I still love talking to strangers and figuring out like how they go through life and what they do to add beauty to the world. And sometimes, man, it just rocks your socks. Yeah. And it's great.
It is great. And it's easier now. It's easier now to meet somebody new in Knoxville. It's fucking growing. Dude.
Yeah, that's why rent went up. Double-edged sword. But yeah, it's the population and the variety of people that are in Knoxville right now has exploded. And I don't think that's ever really a bad thing, because like, variety is what makes life super cool.
Yeah. Rent sucks. High rent sucks. I live in the boonies now.
Yeah, well,
I moved out of Knoxville. I live out in Harriman now.
Oh, no.
Dude, it's fucking amazing. I've never lived like outside of a city, even growing. I grew up in Clinton. I don't know if you've ever been there.
I was there today.
Yeah. So I grew up there, like right in the middle, downtown Clinton.
Yeah.
I mean, we were like quarter mile from the old Hammers. Like, I've just never lived outside of a city. I've never lived in a place where you have to go to the dump. And like shit like that. It's badass.
That's a normal experience from my childhood.
Yeah. You got a way I went there. But,
oh, God. Yeah. So, you know, Saturday morning runs to the dump. Ooh.
Dude, my generator caught on fire on my porch.
That's totally not the same.
Okay. No, I haven't.
Well, I guess we know what's next. But yeah, Saturday morning trips to the dump with my father consisted of loading up the truck full of the trash that we generated since the last time we went to the dump, which was probably a really regular occurrence, at least once or twice a month. Because do you know what was on the way back from the dump?
No, what's on?
No, I'm not that privileged. The one store in the whole county that sold beer. So, of course, after we take the trash to the dump, we have to stop at the beer store. And while my father consumes, I swindle some old drunk dudes out of their beer money playing darts.
Nice.
So, like 15-year-old me playing DD home from the beer store has $30 in his pocket from swindling dudes playing darts.
Oh, yeah. Man. Good memories?
Oh, yeah, I loved it. And it was a lot of this, that social circle for my father was a lot of the people that I was in school with. So I'd go hang out with their parents and take their money.
Nice. Your old man's still around? Sorry, D.
Yeah, he's good. He drives a truck. He says it's the easiest work he's ever done. He just doesn't like being away from home that much. But he's got the seniority now to pick some good routes. So he's home, most of the time.
Hell yeah. That's cool.
But yeah, I still got both my parents all good.
That's good, man. That's good.
They are very supportive of my artistic and creative pursuits.
Dude, that's awesome.
Well, it's either they're not or I'm going to do it anyway because they're not going to stop me.
But it's nice being supported. It's nice being there. It's not easy, dude. It's like a different thing. Like our Southern parents, like us, we're dads.
Yeah.
Like it's like, I don't know. It's just different. It's like evolving when Southern parents who aren't necessarily so traditional, you don't see it in the movies. You don't see Southern parents being like, dude, go and interview those weirdos. And,
I know.
Special people. And like, it's cool to see.
Well, with this and interview those special weirdos, I've had the privilege. So like, Hancock County is one of the places that is just rife with bluegrass talent and Americana music talent. And my father's really good friends with a man named Rick Campbell. And Rick Campbell has played all over the world playing fiddle with lots of very well-to-do and well-established like bluegrass and country artists. So, early in the shindig here, I got to sit down and talk with him in his shop. And, he's known my father since they were both children. So it was really easy to sit there and get him to tell stories and talk about how he's traveled all over the world playing the fiddle. And, like I have the privilege of conducting those conversations with people like that. And it really does, like I said, it entertains the shit out of me to have that privilege.
You like bluegrass?
I like most things.
Yeah.
But yeah, bluegrass.
Who are you listening to?
Right now?
Like who are you, who do you think you're, I don't know, mostly.
Okay, so like in the rotation right now, it's not anything bluegrass right now. But today I was listening to some West Coast boom bap rap named Bamboo.
Oh,
he's Filipino.
Nice. I was listening to Project Pat.
Nice. I need to catch one of Project Pat's sermons. I ain't been to one of his church services
Dude,
yet.
I was thinking the other day, like
Pastor Project Pat is a real thing.
down here, bro.
I would go to a sermon in a cave. No, just don't play. But that and Charlie Tuna and some Jurassic 5 and some some classic hip hop and rap and stuff like that. That's where I'm at today. But otherwise, I like the Oak Ridge Boys and the McCameys. Those are some real hyper local stuff.
Yeah.
And then
are the Oak Ridge Boys from Oak Ridge? Like, where the fuck are those guys from?
I have no knowledge of this.
Because, dude, I was living in Tahoe. I was 19, 2009. Like, we had this crazy drunk neighbor. Larry was his name. I mean, he was in like 60s. But he was like, I know Knoxville, I know Clinton, I know the Oak Ridge Boys. I was like, fuck, I don't know the Oak Ridge Boys. So we listened to the Oak Ridge Boys. I don't even know if those fucking guys are from Oak Ridge.
What time in the morning was it?
Dude, all hours of the morning. This guy was fucking crazy. It was weird. We lived in a motel for like 6 months.
Yeah.
The Blue Haven Motel in Tahoe. It was the only thing we could afford. 3 dudes, $50 a week between 3 of us.
Okay, so affordable.
I moved out there with $400, a little over. Took a Subaru Outback. It was fucking sick, man. It was such a good.
To Colorado? No way.
To California, dude. Oh. California. That is wild, man. But yeah, we were like, we fucking landed at the Blue Haven Motel. Like just a bunch of like people who were beautiful people, but like older, kind of down. I mean, they were all living at the Blue Haven too, like in their 40s.
So you're at a certain level in society where it's just like some fucks haven't been given, or you're trying to gain some.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know if it was a Southern accent, the youth, but those motherfuckers. Magnets to us, dude. They love
fresh meat.
It's like, dude, like, hey, let me borrow $5. Like, all right, Larry.
Well, did you ask any of them for the cigarette before they asked you for a cigarette?
I don't know.
You got to get them with that power move on the front.
Dude, I was broke as fuck too, so probably I remember we would like. And we were rolling our own cigs at this point. Like, we couldn't afford American Spirit, so it was like Bugler. We'd get a 10 of Bugler, and it was pre-vape. It's just different times, bro.
Simpler times.
Yeah, I probably bummed some cigs off some of the old guys. But anyways, Oak Ridge Boys. That's sick.
Yeah, so I like to stay informed and maintained when it comes to the stuff that comes out around where I am.
Oh.
So I've listened to plenty of bluegrass. I'll drop one on you. If you've ever been to bluegrass at Bellamy's, if you've not ever been to bluegrass at Bellamy's, you should definitely go.
Yeah.
If you Google it, you will figure out where it's at. But I think it's in Greenville, and it's an old-timey country hardware store.
Mm-hmm.
And on Saturday nights, they open up the other half of the room, and it's like
in Greenville.
Yeah, and it is a small stage and a long, skinny room, and some of the best bluegrass you'll ever hear.
Dude, I gotta get there.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Greenville's got like such a rich hit. Have you ever seen Almost Famous?
Mm-hmm.
They had, who was that? Stillwater,
Yeah.
the band that's on tour.
Mm-hmm.
They stopped in Greenville. Like everybody used to play. It used to be a mecca, right? Like back in the day.
And then, also, I listened to a lot of Scott Miller in the Commonwealth, or
Nice.
Scott Miller's solo stuff. And then the V-Roys was a big Knoxville rock band in the late 90s and early 2000s. I've got a couple of their CDs.
V-Roys.
Yeah, the V-Roys. That was his rock outfit. He was guitar and vocals in that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, that's cool. Man.
You should definitely look them up if you've never heard it. It's a little more grungy rock and roll edge that Scott Miller doesn't really play a lot right now.
Nice.
I mean, he's plenty rock and roll of his own stuff, but
They still playing?
Yeah. Well, the V-Roys, no, they're not still playing, but there's a lot of their music in rotation. You can still hear it on WUTK. They play their music.
Cool.
But Scott Miller, he's put out 5 or 6 albums since then. They've all been killer.
Oh.
Yeah, he lives up in Virginia now and has a small cattle farm and does the homesteading stuff. And when he's not on tour, he's tending to the cattle and birthing calves and all that jazz.
That's cool, man. That's the dream right there.
Yeah, man. He plays 2 or 3 shows a year in Johnson City at the Down Home. And if you can catch one of those shows, that's the show to catch, because that's like the Down Home. It's like this old bar in Johnson City, and that's one of his favorite venues. So if you catch him at the Down Home, that's a show.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, please send me this stuff, because
That's a show.
a lot of these guys I haven't heard of, because I've been listening to a lot of like weird tech house, like European house music.
Yeah.
A lot of electronic dance music, like weird. And well, I've been kind of going back and forth. I've been listening to a lot of Waylon Jennings lately, because I never really dove deep into any of those guys. But
Every now and again, I'll get an itch, and I'll just go straight to the bottom of the tears in my beer and just hit the Hank. I will.
I don't blame you.
It happens.
Ain't a bad place to be.
No, it's not. Especially if you're in a good mood.
Yeah.
You're just prepared to have the sad wash over you every now and again.
But yeah, no, it bounces back, man. So it'll be like a Waylon song followed by a Boris Brejcha song followed by a System of a Down. I've been diving back into those guys a little bit. Listening.
Dude, they're about to play. They announced a show with some other like big rock band from that early 2000s thing. I hate that System of a Down tours mostly in Europe when they tour, and they'll play like New York, LA, and Austin or something when they're in the United States. But yeah, that like.
Are they American dudes? I thought they were from the States, right?
No, they're all European.
Really?
Yeah. Well, they might be.
Crazy.
I don't know if they were like, their heritage is all European, but they might be American citizens naturally.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy because I never hear it. But you don't really hear it when people are
Well, you hear Serge is really politically inclined because he's all about Armenia and the Armenian genocide and all that stuff. So that's his big political push for, all of his personal motivation and philanthropic efforts. And then the rest of the guys are a little quieter with all those things.
Yeah.
But I think the drummer is about to be in a TV show. And then Darren, the bassist, he's all over the place. He's got his own side project, Scars on Broadway. They're really good.
That's cool.
Those guys stay busy. They stay real busy.
Bet. I don't know why was the lead singer's voice, maybe that they kind of fell it. I don't know. Maybe you know more than I do.
His solo stuff he does have a very unique voice. He's got a very large nose, and his voice is kind of nasally, but he uses it in a way that really works for him. And, I'm one of the people that particularly enjoys what he does. So,
dude, I love
he's
those
kind of
guys.
polarizing.
Freaking badass. Like I was listening to a song, I don't know, a while back, but it was one of the lines that stood out was, it was the song Sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was something about like Russian roulette, like a man's sport.
Yeah,
the fucking badass.
playing Russian roulette with a loaded gun, a man's sport. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's their first 3 albums are crazy good.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
So that's where I've been.
yeah.
So sorry, let's get back on track.
All right, so
where are we at on time?
we are
What
at
we doing?
50 minutes and 4 seconds. So
You said you're down to go to 90.
yeah, we can go to.
I'm
it
having
don't
a
matter
good
to
time
me.
talking.
Yeah, let's go.
I don't get to do this often. I have a day job.
Yeah, me too. I play with stickers for a living, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What do you do?
I play with stickers. No,
That's sick. I put a bunch of stickers on.
I wrap cars and make signs, and personally and privately, I do this, and I do video and audio stuff, and do graphic design.
Are you a car guy?
Yeah,
Like you could, like if you had to change out your water pump right now.
yeah, I could do that.
It's fucking cool.
Not my favorite thing to do, depending on the vehicle, but like
I've been into
try to do most of
like
myself.
small engine shit lately. I bought a John Deere little riding mower, like random shit like that.
Yeah,
It's weird. You
just
get
something
fucking
just to have a
37.
project.
Yeah.
See,
I love this fucking.
well, all right.
I
So
wanna learn about it.
watch out for the Predator 212
Okay.
and stock appearing race classes.
Yeah.
Because stock appearing race classes are where you can do anything to that motor you want, as long as on the outside it looks like it just came out of the box.
Nice.
Yeah. Until somebody blows you out of the water and you're wondering what kind of black magic they did on the inside of that thing that
Dude,
looks just like your little thing.
I'm not a car guy, man. I just bought a AC condensed. Dude, I'm sorry. We're getting way off topic. I'm sorry. But I just
That's
bought
part of the reason we're
like
here.
an AC guy. We got a Acura MDA. I bought an AC condenser cooling fan because ours is just, I'm going to change that out. I'm learning. It's fun, man.
Hey,
You
look,
get older, you're like I'm going to fucking learn about
Well,
cars.
I think-
I'm a chemist. That's my job.
So mechanical things are a fun side project.
yeah. No.
It's one of those deals, man. It's like I think the older I get, the more skills I'm okay with learning, and also I get way less apt to call somebody.
Mhm.
Like, I want to do this myself first, and if I screw it up, then somebody can fix 2 mistakes, and I'll pay them what they're worth.
Yeah, it's weird. Like it's fucking like part of it's like I don't know. I don't want to sound bad. You might have to edit this out, but I don't want to like be like a pussy and I got to change this fucking fan now. I'm a pussy.
Knowing how to do things is never a bad idea.
Yeah, it's true. But also, it costs a goddamn arm and a leg to get anything done. So it's like I just got to, and YouTube now. You're like,
Man, I'll be working on a car I've never touched before, and YouTube University is a very practical resource for a lot of information. So, if I need to know how to take something apart without breaking this door panel on this Mercedes, I'm going to go watch somebody else break it first. That way I don't do what they just did. But yeah, I mean, I think being alive in the times that we are and having access to information that we do, it'd be foolish not to take advantage of it in the first place and figure out where your limits are as a person. Can I do this? I've got all the information perfectly available to me, just like the experts. I just don't have the practice. So I might as well give it a go and see what
we got
happens.
kids now. We got sons, so we can be like, hey, hold this flashlight.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm not going to be mean to them. I'm not getting, I ain't going to be like an 80.
I said a 10 millimeter. Dad, there was no 10 millimeter. Where'd it go?
Yeah.
10 millimeters always disappear.
Yeah, but I'll be more, let me show you. And then I'll be like, come on, man.
The second.
I think that builds character in a kid, Like I don't ever want my son to be afraid of me. Like I don't know, dude. I've never really known love until I had a kid. So I don't ever want to like abuse that. But also something about like being like a stern dad in a lot of ways, like builds a lot of character. It gets you ready for fucking life, man. So I'm never going to like make him feel bad or down about anything. Also,
as they sneak up behind us.
yeah, I also want to be like, hey, hold the flash. Anyways, let's get back on track with this.
All right. So we got 5 groups. We got 5 groups coming to play music in a cave, and let's narrow down the range. We've got psychedelic rock on one side of the spectrum. What's the opposite side of the spectrum on this list of artists?
I would say improv, EDM, house music. So like my band, to sound bathing acoustic guitars to Grateful Dead one-man band to the headliner who's psychedelic funk music, dance music.
Yeah.
It's got a sound tribe vibe if you're familiar with that genre.
Yeah, they were in town and I missed it.
I know. Dude, I haven't seen them in so long.
The new album's so good.
2010 at
The Tennessee Theater, probably.
No. Yes, we did see them there, but it was around Halloween. That I can't believe I'm drawing a blank on.
Was
this
that Pisgah?
Nashville venue, old venue, wooden church pew venue. The Ryman.
Oh, you saw they played at the Ryman?
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
It was tough to dance.
Well, the Ryman's cool, but it ain't no cave.
No. So yeah, they got that kind of vibe, and it'll be a good time, man. A lot of dance music, and I think there's going to be a very eclectic crowd because you got a lot of cave people. So hopefully, a lot of the demographic will be older folks, along with younger folks who are into the local scene. Hopefully, there'll be some spinners up front and some people who aren't really been exposed to that as much.
Yeah, seeing the flow folks at a show can be a neat experience if you don't know that exists. I think one of the coolest things, literally and metaphorically, is that if you like to dance at a show, dancing in a cave is as near perfect as it can get.
Really?
Because it is 58, 55 degrees in here.
58 year round.
And
it'll be in September, so it'll be pretty hot.
So we'll be in here and people will be jamming and it'll be 58 degrees and I'll be painting in the corner somewhere and I'll watch people dance and I'll paint some pretty rocks and it'll be great. And it'll be really, really hard to break a serious sweat dancing in here at 58 degrees.
But if you do it, I'm
proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
Going to church.
Yeah.
That'd be me.
Going to church.
I don't think I'll be able to get there.
Well,
It'd be good if you break a sweat.
take your manager hat off for a minute and enjoy the stuff you put together.
I'll try.
I'll try to remind you of that.
Yeah.
To soak up the moment a little bit.
Hopefully we can do a little something after too.
Yeah.
We'll see. It'd be nice to have some late night stuff down here.
The worst part about this whole ordeal is walking outside.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you get hit with the ambient temperature of the atmosphere, if you wear glasses, you're going to need a minute.
Dude, it's going to fog up.
I'm going to need a minute when we walk out of here.
That walk down, though, that first walk in, dude, it is crazy. You walk straight down. It's a pretty steep incline down. And that also, while I'm there, if there is anybody who's interested who might have any kind of
need a mobility aid,
we got you. We want those people. We're going to set up, so no problem. But it's a pretty steep incline down. But, dude, it's wild, man. It hits you right in the face how...
Yeah. As soon as you lose the sunlight, the cool air from the cave hits, and it's just, it's kind of humid and really cool. So the air sits on your skin, and it makes you feel literally and figuratively cooler.
And I'm wearing a sweater right now.
Yeah, he is wearing a sweater right now. And I'm wearing a short sleeve t-shirt. Yeah, it was in the 80s today, and we are comfortably chilling. I've got open-toed shoes and shorts and pants, and he's in a sweater and some hoochie daddy shorts. So we're all really comfortable right now. Yeah, being underground is great. Music underground is better. Music underground with your friends is the best, and that's what we're going for.
Yeah, and hopefully $15 a ticket. I'm sorry, guys. I know that's a lot of money in today's age. Like, it's hard, but it's only $15. I never want to sway from that, so please come.
Man, that's like half of some people's Starbucks order.
That's true.
If you,
dude, come. I got some cool. The VIP, there is a VIP ticket. There are not many available, and we're close to selling out.
Oh, urgency.
I don't want to be like, we're getting there. I mean, I think full capacity is 200 people.
Yeah.
And we're going to try and hold off 50 for the gate for all the.
Yeah, for the walk-ups.
Those guys, they did it, but Crafty Bastard's going to be selling beers.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to try and get with them and do like a pre-show at Crafty, get a party bus sent over. But they're going to be selling beers, so a lot of good people, a lot of good drinks. There's going to be food.
Oh, yeah, we haven't talked about whatever vendors you're going to have here. So now you say we got Crafty selling beer.
Yeah.
Who's running some food?
So the Cave have their own people.
Okay.
That'll be here selling food. We've got vegan options, mostly like your run-of-the-mill burgers, hot dogs, some black bean burgers, nachos, sweets, stuff like that. But there'll be food here, free water. We're still kind of planning. So I don't know all the vendors. I mean, we're going to have some people, but I'm trying to get like a tarot card reader, something like that. Some kind
Let me see what I can do for you.
special, yeah,
I know some of those people.
yeah. And our videographer, Nick. It's good dude.
That guy right there.
It's good. We got him a good media team. My wife Ashley, she's fucking killer photographer, and then Nick, who's killer videographer. But his wife might do it. We'll see. I'm gonna try and talk her into it. But yeah, maybe a
Can we sway her? Is she swayable? Okay.
Is she gonna do it, Nick?
Let's put him on the spot. Ask him. Nick.
Come on, tell us, Julia, if you ever listen to this. Yeah. But anyways, so that we got the crafty guys, maybe some hemp guy. I don't know. We don't have a lot of vendors lined up. The person who did the artwork for the poster, it's on our social media. I don't. Did you get a chance?
Yeah, I see it. I really like it.
Cool. Yeah, her name's Paula. So, like I said, I don't have a lot of money. I'm gonna hopefully get her some money, but she like volunteered her time, like most. Nick volunteered his time. My wife, you, like these people.
Well, we're all sweethearts and really enjoy this idea.
Beautiful people.
And all like to have a good time. So.
Yes. So I was like, you come sell your art here. You'll be the sole art, and you can sell your poster. So her poster will be available.
Yeah.
So really, that's about it that I have planned right now. Maybe in the future we can grow this, because this isn't the last time. We're going to do this again.
Well, there is a very specific style of spatial constraints. Like, this isn't a huge place, and we got, you got to be smart about what you put where.
Yeah.
But that does not mean you cannot have quality things everywhere.
Yeah.
So that's the ticket. You got to have the good stuff.
Yeah, and it's weird. It's you have to go out to get your cell phone. There's not a lot of space for vendors down here, so hopefully in the future we can maybe put music outside.
Yeah.
There's a campfire that'll be going.
Yeah, I noticed that up there earlier.
The Vols are playing their first home opener, so it's going to be a big week. Labor Day weekend, man, holiday weekend. Vols play early, so you can go to the game, come here after, have some beers, listen to some great music in like one of the most unique settings that you've ever seen it. It's going to be special.
Well, you get some live music in here, it's going to be the most niche venue in Knox County, for sure.
I agree. And if you live in Knoxville, and if you've been in Knoxville for a while and never been here,
perfect excuse to get your ass down here.
great first time. Great first experience, dude.
Yeah,
Come
absolutely.
check out the caverns and all the people involved. It's going to be a good time, man.
All right, so one final rundown. Tell everybody the name of the event, where it's going to be, who's going to be here, and how awesome it's going to be, and then we'll close this out.
All right, so name of the event, Gatherin in the Cavern. It's going to happen September 5th. That's a Saturday. The doors open at 7. Music starts at 8. We have general admission tickets available through our Instagram, which you can just look up Gatherin in the Cavern, or you can go to Cherokee Caverns, who's the company or the business that that's allowing us to throw this event here. You can go to their website. $15 for general admission. It's standing room only. So first come, first serve. There's 2 stages. We've got the stalactite stage and the drip chamber in the back of the cave, where we're going to be doing some acoustic stuff. So it'll be a very dynamic, moving festival. You got the beer outside, some vendors outside, food outside. You get cell service outside. Yeah. So 2 stages, 5 bands. Auspicious GoldenFish out of Asheville, psychedelic funk band. They're headlining. They play. Their set starts at 11 p.m., goes to midnight, hopefully later.
And then who knows?
Yeah, and then who knows what's going to happen. So before then, I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm still trying to figure out the schedule. But I know Rossdafareye is going to be playing. Got Gavin Kattesh band. We got Siren Sisters and Doug Safari. So great local acts, a fairly tight-knit genre, but also wide enough, broad enough that I think everybody will enjoy something from the evening.
Oh, yeah.
Doors open at 7, no overlapping sets, 2 stages, 5 bands. Saturday, September 5th, Gatherin in the Cavern. Dude, such a cool place to see a show.
Get your damn tickets.
You gotta come check it out. And it is gonna sell out, man. It will sell out. It's getting close. We've got about 80 tickets left.
And don't be the person walking up at the door too late. Go get them now.
Yeah, you gotta get them now.
Because if you miss it, you're screwed. Yeah. And you're going to have to wait till next year.
Dude, Thomas, thanks, man. I really appreciate you doing this with me.
Thanks for reaching out.
It's been nice talking.
It's been nice talking to you too. Whatever. Yeah, I'm glad that's on camera. Hell yeah. But yes, this has been great. This is a wonderful conversation. This is the first time I've ever recorded in a cave.
Is this the most unique place you've ever recorded?
Yeah, this is definitely
you can
the most.
shoot me straight, bro.
Yeah, for real. This is the most unique place I've ever recorded. I have recorded in some other unique places.
Yeah, I'm not trying to take away from those places.
No, they're great, but none of them are underground or temperature controlled at 58 degrees.
500 million year old room.
Yeah, no, none of that elsewhere. So yeah, this has been a crazy, super nice, unique experience that I'm privileged and happy to share with folks. I cannot wait to come find a corner to paint in at this gig. It'll be a blast. And everybody, this has been the latest episode of the KAANP. I'm Thomas Zachery. This has been the Knoxville artist area networking platform podcast thing, whatever it needs to be at the moment. It's pretty plastic and I love it. We've got Andrew, we've got Gatherin in the Caverns, we've got music, we've got tunes. Y'all, we've just got a good time on the books. And if you're not coming, it's kind of lame that you're not here. And I hate to put that pressure on you, but it's just the fucking truth.
It is.
So, stay home, be square, it's up to you, but I'm going to be right here.
Dude, support it.
I'm going to be right here.
Let's do it.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. We love you.
Thank you.
We'll talk at you next time.